And welcome, you are watching the Barn TV. We return tonight to the epic Georgie Loves here at the Barn. We're in the main room right now, the Sweatbox, and tonight's very special guests are Colin Dale and drum and bass godfather Fabio. Amongst others, we also got Voodoo Junkie, Mickey Forrester, promoter Stu Bryan, and a few other famous faces from the local scene. We'll be interviewing them, as well as talking to some of you right here. Were you here? Can you spot yourself? Can you? You're watching the Barn TV. You are watching the Barn TV and I'm in the presence of the Scottish. It's not the Scottishes in the plural, apparently it's simply the Scottish because nearby there has been
a murder.
Hey! Jamie Keith, yeah. Scottish. Okay, so who's who? Are you guys related or what's the story? For those I know, but for those at home that don't know.
Well, I'm Scottish and this is my little brother Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie, yep.
Basically, little Scottish.
So that's little Scottish, that's big Scottish, but especially in the local scene and further afield, they are both big Scottish. Well, the versatility seems to be working, boys, because we're seeing you on lineups pretty much everywhere right now. I was just laughing with you earlier about saying I'm not going to contact anyone in Portsmouth to book this guy because he's on every lineup, both of you, in fact. Guys, it's nice to talk to you. How do we catch up with you online? Give us some info about where we can find more about you.
Well, you go to my Facebook page, Scottish. Look me up, like me, follow on Mixes, SoundCloud. I'm on Mixcloud. Obviously add me, I'm Scott Keith. You can follow, constantly putting things up and following me and that, you know, so it's not hard to miss me.
Certainly on the decks as well. We'll get a look at these guys on the decks later. They've got a lot of energy as well, which is something a little bit special about their performance. And you, sir, online?
Yeah, Facebook as well, Jamie Keith, or also you've got Mixcloud, Jamie Keith, and SoundCloud, Jamie Keith. Pretty much, that's pretty much it at the moment, yeah.
Jamie Keith, Scott Keith, the Scottish. How you doing, sir? You alright?
Yeah, not too bad, stuff.
Millsy has just come off in the TARDIS room. How was that?
It was good, yeah.
You got the opening set there.
Yeah, basically, yeah, just starting off to warm the night up. So, yeah,
something a little bit different tonight. Because obviously, tell us about what we would call your kind of central music focus.
Just basically UK hardcore. Yeah, it's harder the better, basically.
Okay, but you kind of play all sorts, not just hardcore.
Yeah, I like to play a little bit of hard dance, hard house. Getting into the electro a lot better now. But the UK hardcore is my main thing that I like to DJ. So.
In the meanwhile, this is Nick Wilson, otherwise known as Munchkin. He prefers to DJ as Munchkin, don't you, Munchkin?
I certainly do, mate. I certainly do. Yeah, I've just had Munchkin as a nickname for the last 2.5 years, and everybody knows me by that name, so I just DJ under that name as well.
Now see, I used to, way back when, I used to have little back-to-back sessions with Nick, and we used to play loads of stinking, filthy hardstyle, didn't we?
Yes. Back in the day.
But since that time, Nick has made quite the rise and rise, haven't you?
Word he says. Honestly, don't believe a word he says.
Who asked you?
Every show. Down here tonight. I see you guys arrived with the Scottish boys.
DJ, yeah, Jamie and Scott, my friends. DJ, so
two incredible DJs, I think it's fair to say.
DJ, two incredible
All the way
friends.
from Scotland to see this, do you know what I'm saying?
There we go. See?
This geezer's just a mug.
Jamie and
Just
Scott.
don't worry about him.
Tunes day in, day out, every time they play. Every time they got their followers that come, they play, and everyone comes
Pumping.
back.
More than anyone else in pumping.
If it kills me, so this is what we're going to do. Right, onward and into the barn. Hello! Hello! Good evening. Right, quick tour while we find Ben. TARDIS room in full action. I know where he's hiding. Onwards to the main room. And this is where it all goes on back here. Hello, Chaz. Oh, hang on, let me get down here. So I can, right. This is Chaz.
Hello.
Chaz is awesome. I was looking for Ben, who I suspect is hiding.
In the garden, having a fag.
No, because I've just seen him in the garden and he's kissed me. He kissed me and ran away. Actually kissed me and ran away. However, Chaz is here, so we'll talk to Chaz. Chaz is responsible for all the fantastic visuals that you are seeing on the screens just over there. Chaz, tell us a little bit more about what you've been doing. You name it, he's done it. If you've been to the barn and you've seen fantastic visuals on the screen, there's a very high likelihood that this man was responsible for creating them. Chaz Voodoo Junkie live on the decks of the Fakes. start warming up to our guests, Fabio and Colin Dale, a little bit later on. We will be chatting to them shortly. In the meanwhile, enjoy the sounds of this legend. If you look just over my shoulder, you can see that Colin Dale is in the crowd. Now that's a DJ. A man that's not only going to entertain you this evening, but he's also quite happy to dance to other people's sets. We do love all that. In the courtyard outside the barn, Colin Dale is currently taking the main room by storm. I'm sat with this gentleman whose name is
Peter. My name's Peter.
Peter. Now, Peter is a man I see down here quite a lot. It would be fair to say you're a regular character here, sir?
Yeah, every Saturday and Friday. Yeah, I'm here.
What brings you to the barn? Why is a barn an attraction for you personally?
I'll tell you one thing. I suffer from bipolar and I don't fit in many places, but I fit in here because everybody's mad.
It is a great place. It's like to kind of say nothing else on earth, really, is it? Because it's a different kind of environment, good people.
Yeah, I come from Havant, bit punchy, you know, a bit thing. You fling your arms around someone, they're going to slap you. Fling your arms around people around here, they love you. You know what I mean?
Exactly that, and it's a really good kind of bohemian almost atmosphere, you know?
Yeah, and Matt is a diamond geezer. I've never known a landlord like it, but I mean, he treats me nice and I fit in. I feel like I fit in here.
You feel welcome.
I do.
And that is the ethos of why many of us are here tonight. So obviously, have you got a particular favourite music style, or are you just happy to be involved with a party?
Drum and bass is more me. I don't know my music that well. My mate does. I mean, he's got a memory like no other. But I mean, he keeps you up informed on what's going on, and he draws me in. That's why I come here.
A fine quaff of English ale is what one enjoys on a Saturday night in Portsmouth. Isn't that correct, Prince Brandon?
Yes, a little bit of a bop around, a couple of sherbets. It's always pleasant.
It's such a pleasure to see this man.
Fine company.
I met this man probably about two years ago now.
At least two, probably more. I remember that wonderful thing that you did with Danny Rampling, and you've been busy, because I know, because Facebook doesn't lie.
Thank you very much. It's always so very complimentary, and I don't know how to take it because he's such a wonderful, wonderful man. You've been kind of part of the Barnes history for quite some time now, haven't you? Because he actually educated me on quite a lot of what the barn was about, the coalition.
You're too kind. I mean, it actually goes before the barn, when I went to an open mic night called Alley Cats, got together with Matt, and we formed a band called Cool Banana, and we were doing interpretations of Velvet Underground numbers and various other things, plus Matt's material. Then that grew, and through the band we thought we're going to put parties on, because there weren't places to play that had the sort of atmosphere that we wanted. So we started to put parties on. I'm into the decoration and DJing and obviously drumming, so it's expanded. And then when we started to put parties on here, and then the venue came up, it was obvious to take it over, because there's so few good venues, and to have like-minded people that are passionate in creativity, DJs, dancers, photographers, visual artists, doesn't matter. The creativity, as friends, we can create amazing things.
TV, we are in the courtyard tonight. It's Saturday night, it's the barn Georgie loves. We are having a good time so far, aren't we, Miss Nix?
We are.
Oh, indeed. Now, Miss Nix is, how would you explain yourself, madam?
Worked for Jack's House, many different areas.
Okay. What is Jack's House, for those at home that do not know?
It's internet TV. We stream globally, clubs, events, radio shows. We've got a full schedule. People can just tune in. It's like a community.
Now, see, Voodoo was telling us all about this earlier. The barn is basically going to become kind of the Portsmouth HQ for Jack's House. Want to tell us a little bit?
We're looking to run a third channel from here. We're going to have regular shows with DJs playing and also streaming all of the events as well. So.
Okay, so there's going to be artists in here perhaps during not normal hours when it's closed, and you know, kind of radio shows going on during that time.
Yeah.
And you say live coverage as well.
Yeah, we stream some of the events from here anyway. We've done quite a few, but we're going to be looking to do most weekends as well. So they'll all be. If you can't make it down, you can just tune into Jack's and watch it.
So fresh off the decks and effects, that was Colin Dale. Up right now is Fabio, and as you can see, the atmosphere is absolutely amazing. I've got to say, I'm not normally one for reviews, but tonight has actually really taken me back. It's how a Saturday night should be, and that truly does come from the heart. We'll be interviewing Colin and Fabio shortly, but in the meanwhile, Fabio. Yeah, you got to bring him in. 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 It's his party. Let's do it. Let's do this together. Yeah. Well, you're watching the Barn TV. Tonight's very, very, very special guest, the legendary Colin Dale.
Hello.
The equally legendary Fabio.
Yo.
And owner and operator, Voodoo Junkie.
Hello.
Right, gentlemen, how do you feel that went this evening?
Yeah, go on, Cole.
You know what? Really good. I've been coming down here for a couple of years, and what's great about this club, every time I come down, every couple of months, it's always on, you know, this upwards elevation thing. So it's really great. We had a really good night tonight. I think it's the second time we played together, Fab, down there.
Yeah.
And, they're always slamming.
Always. It's you know, me and Colin, it's really funny because we grew up around the corner from each other, and it's like we're like old, really old. Emphasis on the old. Yeah, but we are old friends, and it's amazing that we've both kind of had different paths, but we meet together down here.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, it's just amazing, and it's just, you know, it's a nice vibe, and people kind of know what they want to listen to, which it really helps as a DJ, because a lot of the time, you know, house it's very generic now. You don't know what house is. People say this and that and label it, but you don't know. But down here, they're just like, as long as you play good music, it's all good. So, and it's good to see this man as well, because he's a don. You know, I think when it comes to music, I hear a lot of names mentioned, and this guy is one of the 3-4 people that I know that everything we listen to today is down to him. And he's the humblest man. He doesn't shout very loud, but and it's the truth. I will say that till the cows come home. This guy is a proper legend, not like guys that started in 91 and made a couple of tunes. This guy was around from 84. He used to, he bought Cybertron by Claire in 1984, and he brought me to like electro nights and, you know, stuff like that. He's an absolute legend, man, and I just love DJing with him because I hear tunes that I've never heard before, and that's what I came into the game. That's what great DJs do, and you know, he's definitely one of the best. And he's going to give me some money. He's going to give me half his wages for that.
Do you know what? It's actually a true story. We did grow up together.
Yeah, we did.
And we were like the best of friends when we started out DJing and that. And it's great to see it like 20, 25 years later.
Yeah.
You know, we've kind of established ourselves in our own scenes.
Yeah.
And like Fab said tonight, we done our own thing, and then we come together occasionally, man. And it's always good when we do.
But this man as well.
Yeah, we
come on. No. Standing in the corner. Yeah, man.
You know, I was saying it to a mate of mine. We were coming down tonight, and there are not many clubs in the South Coast where you can go and hear pretty much all the happening DJs at the moment. They all come down here, and you know, we got to give max respect to this guy for doing it. You know, continuously plugging on, never giving up, and you know, whenever you come down here, always a smile on his face.
Yeah, always, no matter what.
Always. Never seen this guy like in a moody or you know, always.
Even if it's a bad night, I can kind of tell when he's not happy, but he's always got that smile, man. And as Colin said, you know, it's a kind of progression. Every time you come here, it just gets better and better, man. So respect to Matt.
And kind of these guys, what drew you to these guys particularly from a promoter's standpoint?
Right back from the day, back to 1990 when it was all happening, big time. The days of Central Park, all the Dance 91s, Dance 90 parties, all that, rain dance. You know, these guys always stood out, always been a big fan of these guys. And, you know, it's such an honour to be working with you guys.
No, respect to everyone. It's a really good night, and Portsmouth as well. It used back in the day. It was like, yeah, man. It's the South Coast has always been into proper music, like as far back as I can remember. So it's good that he's pushing it to everyone out here because it needs it, man. Definitely.
It's been a good one.
It's been epic. It's been epic. We are in the presence of absolute legends. Colin, thank you very much. Fabio.
You see,
Voodoo Junkie.
Started me and Colin talking. I tell you what, if you didn't shut it down, we'd be here till about 6 o'clock. That's what we're like, and I'll start talking shit. You know what I mean? Me and Colin used to hang out playing music for like till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's what we used to do, and I'm not joking. We used to listen. We listened to the radio, and we used to listen to pirate stations like for 24 hours, man. we're still doing
I
it
mean,
now.
it wasn't a forced passion. It wasn't something we were doing to even try and further ourselves or anything like that. It was a totally natural thing. We just, no, honestly, it was like that. It was just a total love of the music. It wasn't going to further us.
Work or girls or nothing. It's just.
I was interested in girls.
Yeah. So was I.
You quite the boys. You quite the boys.
Take that bit out. You know what I mean?
It's Fabio, Colin, Dale, Voodoo Junkie. Thank you very much. That was spectacular.
See you later. Sorry, guys.
Nice one. Yeah, that's wicked.
Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand. Please stand by. Please stand. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand. 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 Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand. Please stand by. Please stand. Please stand by.